Hello everyone, for math today we're going to look at hundreds, tens, and ones again. We are going to build some numbers, so make sure that you have your base 10 blocks in front of you. And I'm going to call out some numbers and we're going to try and build them. So the first number that I would like you to try and build is 59. Can you build the number 59 for me? 59 looks like this. If we write it with our digits, it's like this, 59. We have 2 digits. It takes 2 numbers to make 59. Let's build it now. There is a 9 in the ones place, which means that we need to have 9 ones in the ones place. Right now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I have 9 ones, and there's a 5 in the tens place, which means that I need 5 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now I have 59 with my digits, with my numbers, showing it numbers, and I have it with my base 10 blocks. Your 59 should look just like this as well. But let's try it again with a new number. So let's clear our board. And our new number this time is going to be 238. 238. I'll write it out in numbers again. 238. It is a 3-digit number, which means I need to use all 3 parts of my hundreds chart. See, ones, tens, and hundreds in this one. So there is an 8 in the ones place, which means I need to have 8 ones on my board. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My ones are done. Now 3 in the tens place, which means I need 3 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3. And I have a 2 in the hundreds place, which means that I need to have 2 groups of 100. 1, 2. So I have 238 written out in the numerals, and I have 238 with my base 10 blocks. Yours should look like this as well. Let's try a new number. Your new number is going to be 224. 224. 224 written out looks like this. 224. There is a 4 in the ones place, which means we need to see 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a 2 in the tens place, which means I need to see 2 groups of 10 on my board. And there is a 2 in the hundreds place, which means I need to see 2 groups of 100 in my hundreds place. Alrighty, I see the number 224 written out, and I see 224 shown with these 10 blocks as well. This time I'm going to say something out loud, and I want you to try and build the number. I'm going to tell you how many groups there are, but I want to see you trying to build it first, and then I'll build it with you. The first one, we're going to start easy, is 6 ones. If I have 6 ones. I'm building with 6 ones. What is the number? What is the number I have? So if I have 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 ones, which means my number is 6. Let's try and get a little bit more difficult. This time, can you show me 3 tens? What would the number be for 3 tens? If I show you 3 tens with my base 10 blocks, I will have 3 groups of 10 in my 10 spot. 1, 2, 3. Got my 3 groups of 10, so I know that there's a 3. There's nothing in my 1 spot, so I need to make sure I put that 0. My number is 30. All right, let's try and get a little bit more tricky. This time, can you show me 7 tens and 2 ones? What number will I have if I have 7 tens and 2 ones? Let's start with my 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got my 7 tens and my 2 ones. Now I have my 2 ones. Let's see what my number is. 7 tens, 2 ones. My number is 72. All right, let's try our last one. This time it's going to be pretty tricky. This time I have 4 hundreds and 5 ones. 4 hundreds and 5 ones. Let's see what that looks like. 4 hundreds means I need to have 4 groups of 100. 2, 3, 4. I've got my 4 groups of 100. I did not say that there were any 10s, so we need to leave this one empty. And 5 ones. So let's get those 5 ones on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got my 400, no 10s, and 5 ones. Let's take a look at what that looks like. 400s, 0 10s, and 5 ones. It's like I have the number 405. 405 is my number. Great job, grade 1. If you would like to, you can keep practicing building a couple more numbers. Try some more difficult numbers. Try some numbers in the hundreds, and try some numbers that have zeros in the tens or ones place as well. I would like you to open up to page 151, please. On the top of page 151, you see some fish and you see some dolphins on the page. Inside of the fish are some numbers, but one of those numbers is underlined. So what I would like you to do is take a look at the number that's underlined and then tell me if that number is in the ones, tens, or hundreds place. If it's in the ones place, write an O. If it's in the tens place, write a T. If it's in the hundreds place, write an H. Then we have a couple of questions in here. This one says, how many tens are in 952? Take a look at the tens place of the number and write how many groups of tens there are. You're going to do the same thing with number 3, but this time you're looking for how many ones there are. You're going to do the same thing for number 4, but this time you're going to take a look for how many hundreds there are in 380. For number 5, same thing. How many ones are in 729 this time? On the bottom, the numbers are written out how many of each group there are. This time I'd like you to try and write the number out. So The first one says 2 sets of 100. If you need help, take out 2 of your hundreds squares. They didn't say there were any tens. They didn't say there were any ones. What is the number that those 200 squares are showing you? Do the same thing for 6 sets of 10. Then 4 ones. Then try 9 sets of 10. And the last one on this page, 7 sets of 100. After you're done that, turn the page. Here you have your hundreds chart, just like I have up here. What I would like you to do is write how many there are in each place. So there is one group of hundreds. You're going to put a 1 in the hundreds chart. There's 2 groups of 10 here, so you're going to put a 2 in the tens. There's 3 ones here, so you're going to put a 3 in the ones. Once you have each number written out, I want you to write what it's showing you. If there's 100, 2 tens, 3 ones, your number you're going to write in the box on the bottom is 123. You try it for the next 3. Make sure you pay attention. If there is nothing in the tens or one spot, you just need to write that 0 still. On the very bottom, there is some tricky questions. Here we're going to do some adding. Remember, when we add with more than just 1, we always start at the 1. So your first one is 0 plus 9 equals, write the answer. Then we go into the tens column. 0 plus 5 equals, write the number on the bottom. And the hundreds, it only says 8. You're not adding anything to 8, so you just write your 8 on the bottom. You're going to do the same thing for the next 2, and that is all of your work for today.